All right, this is my Math 327 project. What I did for my project was create 4 different functions in MATLAB that calculate missing digits in UPCs, 10-digit ISBNs, 13-digit ISBNs, and the check digit in a VIN number. This is my UPC section right here. This is the UPC that I selected. And so pretty much how my function works is you take the digits, all 12 digits, and assign them A1 through 12, and then you select the digit that's missing. So it doesn't really matter what's in the position of the missing digit. I could put in, 5 in there or whatever and say that I'm missing digit 1. I plug all this in and then I try to calculate my digit 1. So this is an example of it working. So it's saying missing digit is 8. And so if I did position 2 and change this back to 8, change this to some random number, 6, it says that it's 9. So position 2 is 9. And pretty much how this works, I'll look into my function right here. Inside my function, this is just for the case of the first digit missing right here. So I'll just explain that, and then pretty much the other ones are just the same case, slightly different for odd and even digits, or odd and even digit positions. So if it is a odd position, I multiply digits 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, and all the even ones I just add on to get the sum. So I can show you right here. I'll run it and I can keep track of the values in those. So doing it for missing digit or missing position 1. So when I run this, you can see my variables over here in the workspace. And as I go through it, my sum of all the numbers for missing position 1 is 76. And as I step through it, I calculate the mod of adding 3 times some variable 1 through 9, which would be my replacement digit, until I get a mod of 0. So I do this, 8 times. So my count is on 5 right now, 6, 7, and now I'm at 8. So my mod is 0, and then it flags it and assigns the missing digit to T, which was at count 8, and that's how it calculates the missing digit. And then that number gets sent to the variable missing digit. So I'll just show that this works one more time right there. So there you go. Missing digit was 8 for that one. Here is my ISBN 10-digit. So here is the code that I selected. I had to add an X, so I had to count for X because it's mod 11, so it can go up to X. It works essentially the same way as the ISBN one or the UPC one does, but you can see that when you have a variable or a digit that is X, you have to assign it as 10, and it'll account for that in the code. Essentially works the same way. Right now I'm searching for missing position 10, so this can really be whatever. I'll just make it 8. It doesn't really matter. And it says, oh, your missing digit is X. So if I put X back here and look for, let's say position 5, which should come out to be 2, and run it. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, because I put X back in there, it should have been 10. So if I run it now, there you go, 2. Okay, cool. I'm not insane. All right. So that one works as well. This is my ISBN 13 digit, which was very similar to the UPC. Here is my code for my 13-digit one. Very similar to the UPC. Same concept. Just has more digits, essentially, and instead of being odds in here, you multiply by evens. I'll show an example of that working right here. So this is the number I selected, and I'll look for position 13, which is the final position. It should come out to be a 1. When I run that, 9, 7, 8, 3, 8, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4. Okay, so position 13. And let me clear all these. Okay, so when I run this one, oh, it's because I'm terminating it, so I can't see my result. Okay, there you go, 1. Okay, so we can search for position 10, which should come out to 3 right here. It doesn't really matter what's in position 10 at the time. It can be anything, like I said. Oh, calculated 3. All right. Do, I don't know, let's do 2 just to confirm. It should come out to 7. No, it was 7. All right. So now I have my VIN number. This only does a check digit, which is in position 9. Because it was kind of complicated to, or I didn't see how you could do it with other ways. I guess you could, because 9 is has a weight of 0, but I decided not to do that because it was a lot of work and it was just the extra credit portion. So this is how I converted all of my letters into numbers. I just looked at the table and made this conversion if statement, which is disgusting, and no programmer should ever do what I did to solve it. After that, I took the weights and multiplied it by the positioning on the VIN number. For this particular VIN number, my check digit was 3, so if I plug all these numbers in, I should get a 3 for my output, and I have a 3. I can show you an example of me doing a different VIN number. If I just type in VIN number, check digit, VIN number, I guess I could just type in VIN number example. So that's the one that I used, but let's look for a different one. Watch the video earlier. VIN number calculation. I think there's like a YouTube video. Yeah, this YouTube video. Oh, that's not the YouTube video. Videos. Okay. So he has a VIN number in his, and I can look at his VIN number. Okay, so his was, let's look here. Okay, his was 1 F R D, and this was 2 1 C D W A, and then 1 2 3 6 5 4, and when I run this, I got 5, and if you fast forward into the video, oh look, he got 5, so it works for the check digit. And that is my project for Math 327. Thank you for watching.